Okay, take one. Go.
Hello, my name is Zarah Cano, and today I'm here with the Calhoun High School newspaper, and I'm here to interview Coach Hrncir. He's the head varsity football coach and the athletic director. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me here.
Of course. My first question for you today is, what are your thoughts on the first football game?
Well, you're talking about our game that we played against Yoakum?
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, you always like to have a winning effort, certainly, and we came out a little bit on the short end of the stick. But I was really proud of the way that our kids, the effort they gave and the way they played. You can't fault their effort. When fatigue set in a little bit later in the game, we lost our focus just a hair, and we misaligned a few times and made a few mistakes and things that I'm sure they regret. But it's things that's easily fixable. We watched the film on the weekend with the kids and made some corrections and things, and we hope to come back a little bit stronger this week. But I was really proud of the effort that the kids gave.
That's great. Okay. My next question for you are, what are your goals for this season?
Well, I mean, I talked about goals with our kids when I first met them, and those goals really haven't changed. And I mean, of course, on the football side of things, we talk about state championships and all those kinds of things. But I really wanted them to have my first goal for them. I said, I want you to have the best year you've ever had academically. The most important uniform they're ever going to wear is their cap and gown. And I don't know if they understand that yet, but that diploma will open more doors for them than anything they ever do on a field or a court or anything like that. And so that's our first priority. We want to make sure we get the academics squared away. We want kids to have fun. We want them to enjoy their time here. We want them to make some memories that they take with them outside of high school, and build some relationships. I'm very family oriented. Everything we do is kind of based around family around here. With each group of students, each group of players has a family coach that's in charge of them and kind of stays with them throughout the year. And so if we can kind of build a family atmosphere and get these guys building relationships that last after football season, I think that's kind of our main goal.
That's great view. Okay. My third question for you is, what are your thoughts and goals for the athletic department?
Well, I mean, in a similar vein, I mean, certainly I'm the head football coach, and so I have, goals for our football team, but, it's not all about football. As an athletic director, I have similar goals for our entire program. And I mean, I want our girls sports and, our spring sports and all these things outside of football to see, just as much success or more than the football team. I'm a big believer in multi-sport athletes. I like to see people that, high school is only this long. Those 4 years go by that fast.
Yes,
and so I really want people to try to play the things that they want to play. I think specialization nowadays, where, kids are just focusing on one sport year round, is kind of ruining youth sports a little bit and amateur sports. And so I really want to try to encourage kids to be involved and try to make their time here at Calhoun the best they can be.
Yes, sir. My next question is, how are you liking Port Lavaca?
Well, I haven't been here too long, At least I have a house now. Finally moved into a house, and my family's here and all those kinds of things. And so that's good. When I first got here, I was living in a little house by myself, and it got a little lonely some. But now that we're settled in a little bit, it's certainly a lot better than it was. I'm still trying to learn the place. I mean, I stay in this room here. I stay in this office for 90% of my time. And we work some long hours sometimes, so I haven't seen all the sites. I haven't been fishing yet or anything like that, but I'm sure eventually I'll go see some things and see some of the sites around Port Lavaca. But right now I'm just sort of a little busy to go, see too many things.
Well, I definitely hope you see more.
Yeah, I think we will.
That's good. And my last question for you today is, how has your experience with the Calhoun family been?
Well, I mean, again, I'm a big believer in the family atmosphere, and so everybody's been really welcoming. I mean, it's been such a positive experience from the day that they announced my hire. I had people coming up and shaking my hand and talking about, like, hey, I was a graduate in such and such year, and all those kinds of things. And so, I grew up in a small town. I grew up in Hilgi, right down the road. I think most people know where that's at. It's about an hour from here, and I mean, it's a lot smaller than Port Lavaca. But I grew up, I went to high school in Beeville, which is again kind of a small town about the same size as Port Lavaca. And so I'm from a small town. I like the small town sort of feel. I like having a single high school to a town. I think those are the best places because you really get the sense of small town football and like what that whole experience of like the cheer squad and the band and everybody kind of all the people are invested in this thing, and it really does kind of feel like a family. And so again, I'm looking forward to this season and many years to come, obviously.
This is great. Well, that's all for today. It was great meeting you and great to see your views and aspects on everything. And I can't wait to see what you do this year.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.